What's up, gang? It's your boy Shadow there. I'm back with another news clip. This one here is from Baton Rouge. It's a man allegedly set fire to Baton Rouge home with 4 children inside. Everyone is going to die. Let's get to it.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. And first tonight, we're learning more about the arrest of a man who allegedly tried to set the home of his intimate partner in the early hours of Monday morning, setting that home on fire. News 2's Sarah Gray Barr here with a timeline.
Sylvia, I talked with District Attorney Hiller Moore. He shared the alleged crimes were domestic in nature and that this wasn't the first time a protective order was filed against the man by the victim. I also spoke with mental health advocates who tell me healing will take time. Just after midnight on Monday, Baton Rouge Fire Department says firefighters responded to a house fire on Inverary Drive. There, investigators found the door kicked in and gasoline lit in 2 different areas of the home. BRFD says Alfred Jarvis was arrested in connection to the arson, adding that just 2 days earlier, Jarvis allegedly violated 2 active protective orders filed by the victim and removed the home's Ring doorbell camera.
That order came from West Baton Rouge, from a previous conviction out of West Baton Rouge. But he also was out on a bond here out of Baton Rouge for a gun charge. And so he had conditions of bond of that gun charge. And I think was also one in place in Baton Rouge as well.
EBR District Attorney Hiller Moore says Jarvis has a history of domestic violence-related charges.
Looks like his criminal history goes back to the 90s and several domestic violence offenses and several involving the same victim.
Court records show Jarvis was arrested in 2019 after he hit his partner, strangled her, and broke her car windows with a crowbar. In 2021, he was arrested for hitting his...
Gang, now this always go back to this domestic violence situation. If you're in a situation like that, you need to get out of it. No restraining orders and all that shit there, man, that shit don't matter no more. Let's get back to it.
His pregnant partner. Neighbors told WBRZ there were children inside the home at the time of the alleged arson.
Just a few minutes later, I got to look at it on my camera, my film, and the kids were at my door trying to get help.
Mental health expert Tanja Miles spoke to
Man, that's good. Them kids got up out of there, though.
WBRZ. She says these children will likely need support to heal from this incident.
They're supposed to live knowing that they're safe, particularly when they're in their own home. And to have that invaded by someone who would do something so horrific, again, that plays on their psyche.
And she says the unfortunate reality is that protective orders don't always stop people.
Even though we know that there's something.
Gang, I just said that. That shit there do not always stop a nigga, man. For real.
In paper and something that is law that is there, but then we know people don't uphold the law.
Miles said those going through a crisis should call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988. We'll link that information on our website. Sylvia.